All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, hopefully, gonna be working. We'll see. And yeah, welcome to the Modern Horizons 3 preview event. I've got early access from the folks at Daybreak, and yeah, we've got a handful of things. So there are some weird things we can do with the set. I've tried one of them. It does not work, which is bad. But we do there is one more that I really want to do. And then there's plenty of streams and drafts going on, so hopefully we'll have a good time. I don't really want to necessarily monopolize the stream with normal stuff. Let's see where it takes us. So cool. So the first one that I'm going to try is it is, well, the first one I was trying was Ashling Flame Dancer. We cannot change colors of cards, color words of cards on Magic the Gathering Online. It just does not seem to work, which is kind of sad. So my second thing I wanted to do was Shadow of the Second Sun. Oh no, there were two things. Echoes of Eternity, that's what I want to do. Echoes of Eternity is first. Alright. Echoes of Eternity. Cool, so Echoes of Eternity is the new card. We have, if a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers, the ability triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it, you may choose new targets for the copy, which is good. So I'm going to open a new copy of my base deck, which is the my standard set of cards, and we're going to call this Echoes of Eternity. So I really want six copies of this. I'm going to turn it. Sorry, I've got to turn these sounds off. These are annoying. There we go. Back to home. Yeah, so I want 6 copies of this because I want the new. So there's a new Ulamog. Obviously, there's a new Ulamog out. Once the deck's actually going to play. The trouble is with the new client, it literally has every single card on it, so it takes a while for it to all chug down. So the new one is Ulamog the Defiler. So when you cast this spell, target opponent exiles the top half of their library rounded up. Now I did some maths, and if you have, I believe it's 7 copies of Echoes of Eternity in total, you exile the entire. Well, you can exile up to 100 cards. It's 64 to 127 cards, I think. So, and it's to do with like log 2 mathematics. I proved it in my YouTube. My Discord. So we had the if you have n cards in your library, you need floor of log 2n plus 1 instances of the trigger, and the encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. No, that's fine. Yeah, so basically it's powers of 2. It's powers of 2 is what it is. I believe 64 is 2 to the 6, I'm going to say. Yeah, so 64 cards upwards to 100. So it is 6 is the log 2n of that. And then plus 1 is where you get to, so it's 7. So basically we need 7 copies of Echoes of Echoes of Eternity in total, and we win. But the trouble is, I've got to try that now, and that's the hard bit. So that's where we go in. We'll get the pretty Echoes of Eternity at least, and I need colorless ways of, well, not necessarily colorless ways, but different ways of making copies of permanents. Enter the. Let's have a look in Scryfall. This is what Scryfall's for. Rather than messing around with the card search in here, let's do that. So, Scryfall, Echoes of Eternity. No, enters. Enter, copy, permanent. There we go. So Clever Impersonator, that'll do it. It's always good. So we'll put one of those in. How am I going to do this? Like that. Lovely. Right, Echoes of Eternity. Clever Impersonator. Clever Impersonator. I guess Marita the Frost works as well. Marit. Mythos of Illuna. Illuna? Not Illuna. There we go. Ooh, get a nice copy. All right. Could be no, not Sakashima. That doesn't work. Create, copy, permanent. Come on. There's plenty of these. There's plenty of ways of doing this. Let's not kid ourselves. Like copy enchantment, right? Copy enchantment. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. I want them all different names just because technically you could do this in a game of, you know, a standard game. Okay, interesting. Estrid's invocation works. It does work. I guess Mirage Mirror technically works. Not so sure necessarily. Copy enchantment definitely works. Any others? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more instance of copying a thing. Mirage, I mean, Mirage, like I said, Mirage Mirror works till end of turn. Probably might have to be that if there's no permanent ones. Fine. So we have Copy Enchantment, Estrid, Mirage, Clever Impersonator, Mythos, Marit, and the original Echoes. We need the Ulamog. That's the important bit. Ulamog, the Infinite, not Infinite Gaia, no. Which Ulamog are we? Defiler. We are the Defiler. We are going to go for, sure, that art. Okay, so we now have 38 cards. I want about 100 cards in the deck because I want to test it with about 100 cards, which means we're going to have 13 lands out. How do we want to do this? So the standard way I've been doing this is going with Inventors Fair and the vanguards that we have. Mostly because Inventors Fair basically allows us to tutor for a card if we have artifacts, 3 or more artifacts. So we need to switch out some of these lands for types that are lands and artifacts. I mean, Seat of the Synod kind of works here. We'll go 1, 2, 3 copies of that. Good. It's down to 13 lands. That's fine. And now really it's just filling the rest of the deck up and having a way of shuffling our hand into our library. Or putting our hand on top of our library. One of the two. I mean, there's tons of blue cards which do this. Surely. Days Undoing kind of works. Echo of Eons. Yeah, Echo of Eons does it. Echo of Eons. Okay, good. So that allows us to shuffle our hand and graveyard into our library and draw 7 cards. So we just need another about 100 and something cards. How about Persistent Petitioner? We can have a lot of those. I don't really want the I don't really want that version. Right. Can we add? Do I have to click this? Do I have to click this? Oh god. Alright, here we go. Carry on clicking. I'll do about 80 cards. Uh, 80 Persistent Petitioners. There we go. This is the best deck. Double check we are still live. We are still live. Hooray. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Interesting. Stream settings. I do not know if... how do I tell if that's working? Let's go to OBS. Hello, OBS. Right, stream. Output. Streaming. Track 4. Audio track 4. Okay. That's audio track 4. Everything gets put to audio track 4. Yeah. I don't know why it's saying I've got no audio, but we do. We do have audio. We're fine. All right. So we have 80 persistent petitioners. And we should be able to go and try our luck at the Freeform Vanguard. So, yes, you get early access to the cards, and all you do, Max, is nonsense stuff. Okay, good. Good. We keep these. Get our Inventors Fair down. Get our islands down. Get a reliquary town down, that's good. Alright. So the idea now is that we're just... Well, there's one Echoes of Eternity, so that's good. We have got an Enter the Infinite in our hand as well, so we don't even need to go tutoring particularly hard. That's 10, 11, 12. Cheers, folks, for saying stream looks good. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. So the stream was saying, "Hey, stuff isn't working," and I was like, "That's weird because it looks like it's working to me." Appreciate it for coming in. All right, so we enter the infinite. We draw all the cards in our deck. We put one on top, and then we untap. We gain some life. Sweet. And now we have to go and find our Omniscience, which is in our hand somewhere. There it is. Sweet. So find our Omniscience. Perfect. Next up, we need to not die, which would be good. Let's go and find Platinum Angels. Lovely. And now we can untap, and we don't have to worry about it. So 102 cards in our hand. I just want them to resolve. Go away. Great. So next up, we need to play our 6 cards. Hits start recording. Everything drops instantly. Thinking. There we go. My computer is very, very happy. Cool. So let's get down. Echoes of Eternity number 1. If a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control, or another colorless permanent you control, triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Okay, so I want to make 6 copies of that. So we're going to have a Mirage Mirror. Apparently, okay, I've got 2 Mirage Mirrors there. Great, fine. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but that will do. We will get... I suppose it's a lot easier having persistent petitioners in here. We'll use Mythos of Illuna to create another copy of it. There we go. Or rather, the first copy. That's token copy number 1. We're going to play Marita the Frost. 0.3 FPS stream pog. Hopefully the stream's gone a little bit faster. Oh no. Oh, God's sake. God damn it. Alright, I'm going to stop the recording. My computer says encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. Ah, fine. Well, I will have to point this out. Let's do that. Better now. My computer's still saying encoding overloaded. Like, this isn't hard. Like, I don't understand. Never mind. Anyway, so looks like we can't record video today. That is fine. I'll just have to do this separately. We'll do Echoes of Eternity. So that's our third copy. We will, unless there's a way of, I don't think there's a way of me changing the stream is the problem. I don't know if I can do it live. Video is in Struggle City. Yeah. I guess I can close some programs, but I don't understand why it would be. Let's see if I can close some programs, whether that would do it. All right, let's go to just me for the moment. Just the me. You think it's recovered? All right. I'm just going to close some programs. This might be the opportunity I need to take to be like, hey, why don't I get a new computer? Yeah, because I definitely need to be spending money on stuff right now. Okay, video's good now. It's still saying encoding is overloaded. Consider turning down video settings, but I think we just ignore it at this point. I don't know why. I used to do stream to MTGO all the time. I think it might be because my bitrate is so low that I've got for streaming upload, and therefore because it's having to do more work to encode it down to a lower resolution, perhaps. That sounds about right. It sounds logical. Okay, cool. I wonder if I go here. No, let's go back. Yeah, we're back on this one. Okay. People are saying that the video's recovered, so I'll take you at your words. That's 3 copies of Echoes of Eternity. Yeah, I'll have to edit this later. There's the Eons. I've got more ways. There we go. Estrid's Invocation. That's another one. So that's our 4th copy. Oh, why is it legend? Why is this legendary? Why is that legendary? What? Oh, okay. I'm dumb. This is Marit, isn't it? Okay, I managed to copy the only one that's legendary. Well, it's a good job I've got spare Mirage mirrors, I guess, but this is going so well. There's a couple more. Yeah, there's Clever Impersonator. That's fine. Let's not choose the one that's legendary. So that's good. Yeah, perfect. And there should be one more. There should be a copy. Should be copy enchantment somewhere. One, because I need 7 copies in total. I do have stuff in my toolbox which can get stuff out of my graveyard if needs be, but I should be able to find it. There we go. Copy enchantment. All right. So Cast without paying, yes. Now the real question is how I'm going to make sure... I know what I can do. I can invent a sphere for the Ulamog in my upkeep. That's fine. So we'll do that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies. 7 copies of Echoes of Eternity. And now I'm going to Echoes of Eons. So shuffle my hand and graveyard into my library, then draw 7 cards. Okay, good. As expected, a whole bunch of persistent petitioners. Right. So in my upkeep, actually, I suppose I can do this now. What am I doing? What am I doing? I can just do this now. Sacrifice Inventor's Fair. Pay 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Search my... Damn. That's not going to work, is it, Max? The Inventor's Fair search... Oh, the Inventor's Fair searches for the tutor aspect. It then gets that out. God. Yeah, okay, fine. Well, this is why we do this. This is fine. So concede the match. we go back to this and we say Scryfall. Yeah, Scryfall.com. We try it again. So type is artifact. O is search library for a card. Search library for a card and put it into your hand. That is what we want. And I don't care if it costs 1 billion mana. Everything is free. I was going to say planar portal? Planar portal, surely, yes. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, so the plan for tonight is this kind of nonsense for a little bit. There's not that many weird things I've found in Modern Horizons 3. Normally, I'd hope for like some really broken stuff. However, MTGO kind of just doesn't work in the way that I want it to, which is kind of annoying. Specifically when it comes to color changing. So on the new Ashling, there's an ability to that unspent red mana doesn't empty from your mana pool, and I wanted to color change that with all the color changing spells, and that does not work. They do not let you do that. I say they do not let you do it. You're allowed to do it. It just has no effect. I think the game is bugged basically. So yeah, it's one of these ones where unless I think somebody takes ciphering to you know, a legacy tour or something like that and makes it a tier 1 strategy, it's unlikely to actually ever matter. But yeah, that's the problem. Right, come on. That's the only trouble with the Inventor's Fair, is that we're going to get triggers now at the start of every upkeep. So we're just looking for a draw spell. That's fine. Admittedly, we do have 7 billion petitioners that we are going to be running into. Actually, I suppose what we could do here, given that we have the 3 seats of the Synod, and given that we shuffle our graveyard in, we can actually just go ahead and search our library for the planar portal. And then we untap, then we cast planar portal. Then we can activate the planar portal. Lovely. So we get to search our library for the Omniscience. Get to untap. We get to cast Omniscience. I'm just doing it this way around because this is a slightly nicer way of doing it. do that. On top again, search a library. Go and get a new copy of, where is it? Enter the Infinite, there we go. Thankfully with new art. The longest time it didn't have any new art, so very appreciative. I'm going to put petitioners back on top, and then we're going to go and find our we're going to go find our angel, wherever it may be. There we are. Good. Cast the angel. Good. So we are making copies of Echoes of Eternity. So let's make a copy of Echoes of Eternity. Let's make a copy of Echoes of Eternity. Let's see where else we're at. Make a copy of Echoes of Eternity. We're out of copies that side. That's not a copy spell. That's not a copy spell. That is a copy spell. There we go. And then we need our Mirage Mirror. Wherever that would be. Oh yeah, Mythos of a Luna. Targeting Echoes of Eternity. We need this one. I think that's it, isn't it? Or are we one off? That is what happened the first time round. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to yield to that. That's slightly too many Mirage Mirrors. Whoops. That feels like that's busted. That feels like it's far too many times. I guess it's because whenever you cast a colorless spell, you get to copy it. That's triggering. Oh god, that's ridiculous. So each of those Echoes of Eternity is triggering, isn't it? That's the thing. Each of them is triggering. And because it has five versions of each, it's each triggering for like a bunch of other times. So yeah. It's just dumb. Okay, I think I have enough Mirage Mirrors now at least. So yeah, the combo can carry on. Let's maybe just clear some of those up. Oh, Max, what are you doing? Seriously. I just want it to resolve. Just auto resolve. Resolve until yield until just yields. I don't care. Is it F8? Just make them go away. Just gonna keep hitting F1. God damn it. Too many colorless things. Just resolve them, please. Go away. I just wanted to... Next time, cast the Mirage Mirror first. First of all. The whole point about me casting claws is that I wanted to sacrifice the other mirrors. Now I've got to spend 2 turns sacrificing a whole bunch of permanents. Because this is nonsense. This is absolutely nonsense. Okay. Yeah. Why is it? Why are these not auto-resolving? I just don't want to resolve. I don't want to respond to these. I don't know why it's not auto-resolving them. But... All right, good. Well, following that little whatever the hell that was, let's so let's sacrifice some. Let's sacrifice some permanents. I mean, it might be time to just restart the thing. That's I feel like that's just too many. God, sorry if you're actually watching this. I'm trying my best here. And we actually have an okay. We have an Into the Infinite in our hand, so this should be a lot faster. So F2. I'm gonna speed run it. Time to speed run our way to a board state. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Enter the infinite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sweet. That resolves. We put a card on top. Doesn't matter. Press that. We go and find Omniscience. Omniscience is here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so Omniscience is down. First things first, we remember we go, well, first things first, we go get our Angel. That's fine. That one is a given. I'm very tempted to put down the just in case the Claws of Gix and the Mirror first. So we'll do those first. There goes one, and no planar portal. I don't think we need the planar portal just yet. I am missing. There you go, mirror. Good. Right. Okay. So the colorless things are down, so they're not going to get duplicated now. So now we can start. Now we can start doing the combo, as it were, which involves Echoes of Eternity. So we have an Echoes of Eternity. There's one. We have Copy Enchantment, which comes down as a copy. That's 2. We have Clever Impersonator. It's copy number 3. I have Mythos of Eluna. Copy number 4. We have Mirage. Mirage is technically number 5. So we're still looking for a couple of copies. Estrid, there we go. Estrid is 1. Marit is the other. So, yeah, Marit. Should be relatively easy to find. Marit of the Frost, there we go. Cast that. As a, might as well do that. Good. So now we cast Echo of Eons. Actually, maybe first we untap because I do want to be able to search. Sure. Put some triggered abilities on the stack, of course. Yeah. Why would I not? The rest of those can auto trigger. Thank you very much. Yep, auto yield. That's fine. Always no, always yield. There we go. Perfect. All right, good. And so, Echo of Eons to put all our stuff away in our library. So, Echo of Eons, each player shuffles their hand and library into their graveyard, draws 7 cards. We should have quite a lot of cards in our library at this point. Yeah, we've got 89 in our library. And we've got 7 in hand. So now we can sack Inventor's Fair for the prototype, the Planar Portal. We can cast the Planar Portal. We can have 7 billion copies of it if we really want to. Oh god, it's not even optional. Why? Why is it not optional? How do I not? I don't want this many copies. Stop it, game. Oh, God's sake. Okay. I guess I'm resigned at this point. So it turns out, if you want to do stupid things in your games, just somehow work out how to get well, can you get colorless copies in colorless? Like if you can somehow get another copy of Echoes of Eternity in your Eldrazi game, that would be absolutely insane. I guess the Mirage Mirror does quite well on that front. Right, I'm gonna spend the mana to do this. This is gonna take me like 3 turns because at this point we have the setup. I just need to get the card into my hand. I mean, to be fair, I don't necessarily need to. I could just take a picture of the stack once. Actually, yeah. Maybe we don't care about the board state anymore for the video. I say for the video. For the stream, we don't care about the board state anymore. Alright, search your library for a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Search your library for a card and then shuffle. We're going to get Ulamog the Defiler. So Ulamog says, when you cast this spell, target opponent exiles the top half of their library rounded up. Okay? And we have 87 cards in our library. 87. 20 minutes behind, but that's okay. No worries, Adamola. Adidamola, sorry. Yeah, good old Lithoform engine. That's a good point, actually. That's a really good good answer. So Ulamog the Defiler. Now my hope is, if we cast without paying its mana cost, we should basically get down to 0, given that we have... Sorry if you can't see them, but we unfortunately, Planar Portal and Echoes of Eternity copies do silly things. We have... we don't yet have, but we will in a second have... We just... you know what, I'm gonna untap, have some mana, because we need to make sure we have the... For God's sake. Right. There's the avatar. Trigger. Yeah. These are all no's. Don't just ignore things. It's fine. Good. So we need to make Mirage Mirror a copy of the Echoes of Eternity till end of turn. There we go. All right. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies. 85 cards in our deck. Casting the Ulamog the Defiler should take us down to 0. Should. So, let's see if that happens. Game thinks. Oh yeah, we also get 1 billion copies of it, by the way, which go on the stack. So, hope you like. Hope you like triggers. Why? Oh, do I? I don't have to manually stack all of these, do I? Oh my god, I do. Okay, well here we go. The game is thinking really hard right now. I will say, like really hard. But I don't think it's that many triggers. Like there is an end in sight. Because basically it's because Echoes of Eternity see each Echoes of Eternity sees each other Echoes of Eternity triggering, and you get, I think, n times n minus 1. So I think this will be what? It should be 42 in theory. I haven't actually counted it. This is going to be, unfortunately, we're going to have a lot of legend ruling as well. But the important triggers are back here. So, in fact, these ones, do these choose target opponent? I am my opponent. Me. I'm me. I'm my opponent. Please. I think this should technically make it go faster. Once we can do this, because the rest of them are just stacked all the same. So. Oh, balls. I only need 7 copies of the trigger. I've actually got 8 copies. I have 8 copies of the trigger. I have 7 copies of the permanent. Oh, okay. Well, I've got too many for the video, but we'll just have to finesse it. We can work it. We can work it out. There we go. So, yep, Ulamog comes in with, what is it? It doesn't matter. Choose new. Oh god, I don't want to have to do this. Yeah, legend rules. Yeah, fun times. More clicking. We'll get there. Anyway, if people watching, if you have something weird that you desperately want to try out in the client, let me know. I have, in theory, got full access to all of the cards. I will probably be playing a draft as well. Hopefully, that will work. But yeah, should be a good time. So far, I've not seen any counters being put on any of these Ulamogs. So, oh, because I've got no cards in exile, right? That makes sense. Yes. Oh, that makes sense because we haven't actually got to the exile triggers yet. Right. That does. So yeah, actually, it would probably have been better. We have to click. We're having to click things anyway. So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. It's getting darker in here. A little illumination. Five. Come on. Get in there. Slowly get in there. Last one. Then please. Right. Okay, good. Some abilities. When you cast a spell, target opponent exiles the top half of their library rounded up. So 85 is going to take us to 42. The next one takes us to 21. So that's 2. Number 3 takes us to 10. Number 4 takes us to 5. Number 5 takes us to 2. Number 6 takes us to 1. Number 1 takes us to 0. Number 7 takes us to 0. Good. Maths. I mathsed it. We worked. Hey, Spiteful. What shenanigans chicanery up to now? I was proving that you only need 7 instances of Ulamog the Defiler's trigger to exile the standard commander deck. Between 64 and 127 cards. So yeah, also turns out that Echoes of Eternity, if you have multiple copies of it and then cast them in colorless, the game makes triggers happen, which is, yeah, fun. So too many triggers, unfortunately. Anyway, so good. That is the first one. I will have to pull this out of the ether later and make a video about it because I can't record locally. My computer is steadfastly saying that I shouldn't be able to do that. So unless I somehow drop rates, I have no idea. I might need a better computer. Might need a new streaming computer. But anyway, on to the next one. The only other thing I wanted to do was Sphinx of the Second Sun. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Sphinx of the Second Sun. So, go back to our base deck. So, if you haven't seen Sphinx of the Second Sun, God, that gets really hard to say every single time. Properties. Sphinx. There we go. So, Sphinx of the Second Sun. Basically, you get a at the beginning of your upkeep. No, we'll see. Is that at the something of the something? Is it says it might not be the Sphinx actually. It's definitely the Second Sun. It might be the shadow of the Second Sun actually. It's probably the same as the Sphinx of the Second Sun. There we go. At the beginning of enchanted players post-combat main phase, an additional beginning phase after this phase. Good. So yeah, it's going to be exactly the same as the Sphinx, but I kind of just want to... I'm going to do this anyway. So we're going to go Shadow of the Second Sun. We are going to... how are we going to do this? So I want to turn it into a creature, obviously. Obviously. How am I going to do that actually? Enchanted permanent is a creature. I think I want to actually be enchant permanent as well. Enchant permanent. No. I mean, I've got 7 billion ways of turning things into creatures. It's just I want to make sure it's not an aura anymore. That's kind of the big deal. Because obviously, if it's an aura and it turns into a creature, it just dies. That would be bad. Loses other types. Interesting. Turn into attack on maggot or a Lycid. Yeah, it's probably a decent. I mean, attack on maggot probably not. I think you're right with. Well, sorry, no. Lycid probably not. I think attack on maggot you're right. I mean that's that's the standard one, isn't it? That I always use. Are the commander cards on MTGO, or is it just commanders? I think there's quite a lot of stuff on here. I don't know. Oh, do you mean in the set? I don't think the commander cards are coming. They tend not to do the commander cards, which is the annoying thing. But yeah, I think it's pretty common that they don't do those. They don't do those. Right. Tackle Maggot, and then we want a liquid metal something. Liquid metal coating, sure. So we get to turn that, and then we want our, oh god, what's it called? Polymorph, true polymorph. Almost forgot my favourite card. It's true polymorph. But we have a clause of Gix, that's fine. So that comes back. Now we need a way of animating it, which is going to be an artifact creature into yeah. Artifact becomes creature. There's about 7 billion ways. Animating fairy, there we go, that'll do. Animating fairy. I thought the MC3 commanders were in vanilla MH3 draft. Oh, it's very possible. If you find me the name of one, I'll have a look up and see if I can add it to my deck. How about that? I will absolutely do that. Get an animating fairy, and then we want a copy beginning upkeep create progenitor mimic. That's what I wanted. Progenitor mimic. Where are we? Here we are, progenitor mimic. Good. So I'm gonna just quickly run this. Yeah, if somebody could find me the name of a MC3 commander, I will definitely look it up. Meanwhile, let's get cracking, as they would say on a different channel. Disa the Restless and Morality Shift. I honestly don't know what those cards do, and at this point I'm afraid to ask. Morality Shift, I've heard of Morality Shift at least. I'm very bad at cards these days. Super bad. Right. Enter the infinite. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We get to put that on top. We untap. We play Omniscience. Lovely. We play our Platinum Angel. Okay, good. So we are going to play our. I'm going to play the Cogwork Archivist. That's going to be our thing to die. We get down our ooh, interesting. That's an enchant player. That's an enchant player. Is that just going to die very badly? I can't. That's not going to work, is it? I thought the tackle maggot trick should work if there's a way of turning this into, like, bringing this back as a copy of something else. If it's an enchant player, the oh no, what am I doing? Why am I being so stupid? Like, oh no, I am being stupid. Okay, good. I think I probably I'd need another 2 copies of True. Oh, do I need more copies of True Polymorph? Oh, I think I do need Lycids now, don't I? Let's get right. Yeah, let's do this. So we need Lycid. I honestly, I'm making sense in my brain. Definitely. Transmogrifying Lycid. That's the one I want. And I need another copy of True I need like 15 copies of True Polymorph. Disa the Restless. I'll look that up in a second. True Polymorph. Get it? Disa. Disa the Restless. Blessed? That's not right. There you go. We do have a Disa the Restless. Modern Horizons 3 Commander. Sweet. Yes. The answer is yes. Whenever a Lurgoy permanent card is put into your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, put it onto the graveyard. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a Tarmogoyf token. Morality shift is... He says, thinking. Exchange your graveyard and library, then shuffle your library. One sec, Disa. Wait a second. That is quite amusing. Okay, yep, all right. That's a thing. That's a thing we could do. Yeah, I'm amused. I'm tickled. Let's get this working first. Not that I'm doing this in like the stupidest of ways, by the way, because like there is a Sphinx of the Second Sun that already does this. I'm just doing it. I'm doing it this way because why not? So we turn ourselves in. We turn it into a Lycid, then we turn the Lycid into an enchantment. We turn the enchantment into a yeah, it does work. We do work. We do a lot of conversions. Stuff happens. It's all good. And for the people who've never seen Tackle Maggot before, they will very much enjoy it. We do like a good old Tackle Maggot. So, untap. Play Omniscience. We get our Omniscience down. Perfect. So, next up we get our Angel down. We get our Archivist down. We get our Shadow of the Second Sun. Do we want a Shadow down now? Maybe? This is our pre-combat main phase. We do get to untap all of our stuff. Although the beginning phase happens before the end step, so it's kind of pointless. So we could get this down now. I think that's fine. All right, so we enchant ourselves with our Shadow of the Second Sun. At the beginning of our post-combat main phase, there's an additional beginning phase after this phase. Perfect. So we're next going to enchant the Cogwork Archivist with a Tackle Maggot. Yeah, which is good. So we need a liquid metal coating like that. we need a transmogrifying licid, and then we need to turn the shadow of the second sun into an artifact. We need to true polymorph becomes a target of another copy. So that turns into a copy of that. And then we untap. Lovely. Yeah, that resolves. Good. So now we have the transmogrifying licid, which is actually the shadow of the second sun underneath. That becomes a copy that enchants Cog Archivist. It's now an aura, but not an artifact anymore. So now we turn it into an artifact. I hope we turn it into an artifact. Do we turn it into an artifact? Or is this going to be a... Or is this going to be is this going to be a layers thing again? Is this a layers thing again? I've been hit with this before. I think it's very possibly a layers thing. And I had to get around it. How did I get around it? I think it was Mycosynth Lattice. Okay. Last attempt. We're going to get Mycosynth Lattice on our... yeah. Indeed, the more steps to reach your pointless goal, the more fun it is. As long as people are watching, I do not care. Let's go. See if we can. Let's see if we can do it this time. It's a decent hand. As long as we have a reliquary tower, we actually don't care, so that's all good. That is 10. And that's 12. Oh, we actually drew the Omniscience. That almost never happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And then we enter the infinite. We put that back. And then we untap. And we Platinum Angel, just in case. We Mycosynth Lattice. Okay, so everything's artifacts. There we go. Lovely. We second sun, choosing ourselves. We don't do that. We tackle Maggot. Enchanting the... We might as well enchant the angel. That's fine. I might just put some cards on top of my library, which we can do with the Leashling. This is the best tech for my... Oh, I didn't want to do that. It's fine. I don't need some of the true polymorphs now. We're good. So but yeah, this basically saves us in case I screw up. So we Leashling, we put cards on top of our library so we don't mill ourselves to victory. We don't need the liquid metal coating now, but we do need a transmogrifying licid. Ooh. Wow. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to do an Enter the Infinite. That's fine. And put an Enter the Infinite back on top. Get back the true polymorph. That's fine. We put that back. Okay. Fine. Slightly more faffy than necessary, but you know what it means. This is, you don't see all this when I do the videos. This is all edited out. So we'll get a Claws of Gix down just to do our sacrificing. So we do need to turn the Shadow of the Second Sun into a transmogrifying Licit. So she can do that. Perfect. Then we untap, so these are not summoning sick anymore. That's fine, that resolves. So now, in theory, when we do this and we attach it to the Platinum Angel, it should still be an artifact. Should still be an artifact. Why are you not an artifact? Why are you not an artifact? Seriously. How did I do this before? I've definitely got this to work with enchant player stuff before. Like, I've definitely done this. This doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. Essentially, I just need it to come back. I'm just wondering if there's a way of having it turn into an artifact without. Well, the trouble is, a lot of these things. It needs. I think it needs to be an enchanted thing. Enchanted permanent is a thing. That might be how I've done it in the past. So enchanted permanent is a land, for example, and then animate the land. How have I done this before? Because essentially, what I want to do is I want to get where is it gone? Progenitor Mimic. I want it to enter the battlefield as a copy of Shadow of the Second Sun, right? And then every post-combat main phase, there's an additional beginning phase, so that it means Progenitor Mimic triggers, and we get a token copy. Because it's an enchantment and not anything else. How does this work, Max? This is maddening. How did I do? Right. If I can't work out how I've done it before, I'm gonna have to just skip this entirely and come back to it, rather than F it, I'll do it live. Enchanted thing becomes. Actually, it's not becomes, is it? If it's an enchanted, is a creature, or is artifact. There are effects that do this. Like, there's effects that do this. I guarantee that there are effects that do this. I can enchant equipment? Enchant artifacts? No, I don't really want to do that. I think it needs to be and loses. I think it needs to lose its other types. Minimus Containment could be it. It's a treasure artifact and it loses all other abilities. One with the stars is interesting. I don't know if one with the stars means that. I think it keeps its aura subtype in that case. I'm pretty sure it keeps the aura subtype. I'm pretty sure I've tried this before. So we can try it. I will try it for you, but I think that it doesn't do what we want it to do. I'm gonna get minimus containment. I'm gonna get one with the stars then. Let's see if that's a better way of doing things. This is why we practice. So go minimus containment, and we will have one with stars. Perfect. All right, let's go. Carry on. I am the only person in the freeform Vanguard open play room, obviously, the best room. As you might be able to tell by now, there is a standard. Before, I will say while I'm here, before somebody, I think it was Solassery, told me about the combo of Birds of Paradise and Hermit Druid. It was just absolutely insane to try and do any sorts of videos like these, because you basically had to draw into your combo and hope that you'd get the pieces, whereas this actually like it thins your deck automatically for you. It's fantastic. Okay, and we put back a thing and we untap. God's sake, Max. That's why you don't have two. What happens when you crew a vehicle aura? I think it probably drops off. I think if it becomes a creep. That's an interesting one. I think it depends if it's still an enchantment. If it's still an aura. I think you can definitely have permanents that have enchant something that are not. Yeah, if they have like enchant creature or whatever, where they're not actually auras, then it doesn't do anything. It's only auras that have the type aura that it matters for. Right, this time, Max will cast a Platinum Angel and not screw up. S'il vous plaît. Right. Very careful with my triggers. There we go. This is why we like Platinum Angel so much. Okay, so first things first, we wanted to try. Well, we're going to get down our Shadow of the Second Sun, choosing ourselves again, obviously. So the first one we wanted to try was one with the stars. Now, like I say, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that is still an aura. It has not removed the aura subtype. It does because it's not. It doesn't lose any card subtypes. It just says it's an enchantment. It already was an enchantment. It doesn't actually do anything. So the next one was minimus containment. I'm going to just clause a Gix first and sack the one. Right. So the next one is minimus containment, which. Okay, so now we have an artifact treasure, which is a bit more of a thing. We're going to animating fairy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what are we doing here? No, no, that's not on. Right. Okay. I'm pretty sure I cast that. I cast the animating fairy, didn't I? Not the adventure. Never mind. Never mind. All right. Step 2 through a bunch of steps. Luckily, we don't have to mess up anymore because I do have the Cogwork Archivist. Finally put things back on top. There we go. So now let's try this again. So bring to life on the Shadow of the Second Sun. Finally, good. Okay, so now we have an artifact creature, Shadow of the Second Sun. Perfect. So now we Progenitor Mimic enters a copy of the Shadow of the Second Sun, which is an aura within Enchant Player, which we're going to attach to ourselves. Excellent. Finally. With also at the beginning of your upkeep, if this creature isn't a token, create a token that's a copy of this creature. So we go to our post-combat main phase. At the beginning of Enchanted Players post-combat main phase, there's an additional beginning phase after this phase. Excellent. That triggers. Actually, turn off auto yields. So, second upkeep. That's the avatar, that's fine. At the beginning of your upkeep, if this creature isn't a token, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Alright, I'm going to take a quick screenshot of that. For posterity. Thank you very much, Internet. Okay, so this should create a token enchantment. Perfect. So then we do that, we attach it to that. Why am I getting triggers again? Oh no, this might be my actual upkeep. Okay, this is my actual upkeep step now. Fine. Yeah, so we get another Shadow of the Second Sun. That's good. Now we're going to attach that to our face. Okay, good. So we pass through, tab through. Okay, second main phase. Now we get three triggers. Three beginning phases, which means that we get. Let's see. Yeah, put that on. We're just going to always yield to these now. There we go. Attach the aura. Attach the aura. So this should, I think it basically doubles, doesn't it? It sort of doubles-ish. It's a bit of a weird one. We get an additional one at the beginning of our upkeep, and then in our second main phase we get like 70 billion more. It doubles. I think all of the instances double. So right, so we're actually in our actual upkeep now. Yeah, that's right. So basically, it does work. Once we got there, we eventually got there, and it does work. Finally, and that's what we were looking for. And then we go to our second main phase, and it's like, hey, so suddenly there's a bunch of beginning phases after this phase. How many times do you want to untap, upkeep, and draw in one given turn? So perfect. All right, let's take some more screeny shots for the old engagement thing. Right, that I know we had what we had the idea from Wylux. We absolutely have to see what happens now in our base deck. We need to create a new copy of it because we are going to Morality shift. Shift. These are nuts. These are. So, how do I want to do this? I'm going to do this in a slightly different way. So, we get Deezer in, that's fine. I'm going to take out the enters the infinite. We don't need those at the moment. We are going to go for planar portal. Get our planar portal, good. And we're going to go for 3. We're going to go for Inventor Sphere. There we go. And Seat of the Synod. So basically this combo allows us to go fetch any card in our deck, which is what we want. Just stick 3 of those in. 1, 2, 3. And we need a morality shift. There we go, morality shift. So we get to exchange our graveyard and library, then shuffle our library. We then we need to find Lurgoyfs. Lurgoyf. How many Lurgoyfs could there be? Answer: lots. Barrogoyf, 2, 3, 4. Pyrogoyf, Polygoyf, Mortivore, Necrogoyf, actual Lurgoyf, Altar of the Goyf, have we got Barrogoyf? Yeah, we do. Yeah, Polygoyf, Pyrogoyf, Tarmogoyf Nest. Yes, 100%. Terravore. I haven't even got actual Tarmogoyf. There we go. I think we might have enough. I think we might end up with enough. Mortivore. Urban Lorgoyf? Sure. Cantivore? Yeah. Might as well go for the round 100. Ish. Magnivore? I don't think we've had yet. And Detritivore? Sure. There we go. 100 cards. Pyrogoyf and some of the gang are commander exclusives. Ah, okay, interesting. Maybe the commander decks are up. It's very possible the commander decks are just up. Cool. So shift. These are nuts. Let's get cracking. So we keep these. It's going to be a few turns until we have some stuff, but we can put all the cards. We can put cards back in our. We can put cards back in our deck with the Leashling if we need to go find it. So we can go find that. First things first. I mean, we're going to be essentially just drawing up to drawing all our lands out. Once our lands are out with the Inventor's Fair, we get to search our library for the Planar Portal. Planar Portal then gets us Omniscience. Omniscience just means we can cast stuff for free, obviously. Platinum Angel is a good early pick, actually. Does mean that we get asked for combat, but that's fine. We can always just take off the combat step. Oh, we just drew the planar portal. Okay, never mind. Apparently this is easy mode. We've got 100 cards and we just drew the card we were looking for. Perfect. That is, as you say, pretty nice. So, Omniscience. And we untap. I took the step off. There is no attack step. What's going off here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close enough? Yeah, there we go. Alright. I think at this point we untap, and what are we looking for? We still need Disa. So we need to go get Disa. Disa the Restless, there we go, perfect. I did stick Morality Shift in, didn't I? I did stick Morality Shift in. I'm just trying to remember if I did, but I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, we've got Inventor's Fair now as well, sweet. Don't think that matters, but... So, we've got the Disa, Planar Portal. I don't want to attack, go away. What are you doing? What is going off here? Give me some main phases, please. Stop being so silly. Right, thank you. What is going off? Stop, I'm not pressing anything. Right. I'm really not. Okay, F2. My main phase has got a stop on it. Set stop. Set stop. Yield until here. What is going off? The game is there we go. Something strange going on. Right, Planar Portal. Let's search. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go search for, I think, Leashling. We need a Morality Shift first. Might as well get that. Let's untap. It's not giving me my second main phase either. Let's just reset. I don't think something's right here. There we go. Set stop. I would like my second main phase to exist, thank you very much. Right, pre-combat main. So, finally search for Leashling. And then that is, I think, all of the cards that we care about. So, do a bit of shenaniganery. So, put back our Lurgoyfs and the Goyfs. All the Goyfs, basically. The one nice thing about Leashling is that at least it doesn't require much in the way of like doing anything. You just do the thing you want to do. There's no targets. It's just, well, there's one target. It's the card is that you want to put back, but there's no paying for anything, which is, I think, the most important thing, especially with an Omniscience out. It just makes my life a lot nicer. And if the game is being responsive, which it seems to be doing, it does make my life a little bit easier. Might as well go from the right now, or the left, your other right. So, put all of these in our deck. One of the nice things about Disa, I guess, and Morality Shift is that you can play it in the colors. Like I don't even know. Maybe it's part of the deck. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if one of the commander people finds that combo, shall we say. I don't even know if is Diesel one of the box commanders. Is there a Lurgoyf deck? Is one of them a Lurgoyf deck? It feels like probably not, but again, I don't know. Certainly not a mono Lurgoyf deck. I guess you could have shapeshifters, changelings rather. I also want to see what the Tarmogoyf tokens look like as well. So, guess we will do that too. I assume they're just going to look like Tarmogoyfs actually, which would be kind of boring. I wonder if there's a way of influencing the art. Probably not on MTGO. It'd be fun if you could get like the Fallout art somehow. All right, finally there. Good. So, Diesel the Restless. Whenever Lurgoyf permanent card is put into your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, put it onto the battlefield. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a Tarmogoyf token. So we're going to Diesel the Restless. Then this is for Wylux. Oh, there is a Lurgoyf Jundam Commander Precon. Interesting. And we Morality Shift. All of these are triggers, by the way. So I'm about to get a 70 billion triggers. If the game doesn't crash. The game might just crash. You wanted to see it. We have the Blinky Thinky Light of Doom in the top left. This is what happens when MTGO is like, I'm thinking. You're trying to do things. Oh, it stopped blinking. Hey! Sweet. Just always yield. I think if we always yield, all of these are just going to resolve automatically. Here come the boys. Yeah. Place your triggered. This creature deals damage to his power equal to any... Oh my god, no. Well, this is going to be fun. Right. Let's deal damage to this Mortivore in particular. Save targets. Always yield. Right, go. Please. Oh no. Why? This is just... Pyrogoyf was a mistake. Just yield to them, I don't care. Sure, whatever. All of these, most of these are just going to instantly die as well. Yeah. But oh, I can kill Pyrogoyf itself. There we go. That solves some of the problems. Also, the Mortivores are getting smaller and smaller every time. So, that's fun. Now we resolve. Note to self, just instantly kill the Pyrogoyf with itself. Credit to MTGO, it is not dying yet. It's not happy, but it's not dead yet. We are getting a slight countdown on all of our on all of our Goyfs though. Is certainly the Mortivores are going to be well, they're Mortivores. We'll see what the Mortivores are like, but I do not know if they're going to survive. Oh no, they are. The Cogwork Archivist will keep them alive. Fun. Oh, it took too long. Oh, the game. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the internal MTGO timer going. This is taking too long to resolve things. I'm going to kill your game. Restart from the beginning. Okay, so it does work. It absolutely does work. So that is for Wilux. The other thing I wanted to do actually was do some modern gaming. I don't know if there's going to be anyone around for modern. I hope there is, but I'm just going to quickly have a check on the streaming thing. There is a draft queue, so we can do drafting, obviously. There is a looking for players. Potentially, there could be some modern people to play with. But basically, what I want to do is put together a modern deck to do some testing of. So let's do that now. Modern. We're gonna call what would I think the diplomatic name I came up with was Ride the Lightning. So Ride the Lightning is all based around one card, which is the best way of making modern decks. And the card is Monstrous Vortex. Game thinks. So Monstrous Vortex is whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, discover X, where X is that spell's mana value. And the aim of the game is to have all of the ball lightnings in the deck, basically. So we have ball lightning. Don't look at the mana costs. They do get a bit sketch, shall we say. Got to go with the original ball lightning art. Ball lightning Skelemental. Which is a great name for a card. Lightning Skelemental. Then we have Arc Runner and Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker. Braraka. Yes, that works. Groundbreaker. Oh wow, that's nice art. Let's go with the promo version of Groundbreaker. Lovely. Okay, so those are that's the creatures. So the idea is that when you cast one of these, we discover X, where X is a spell's mana value. Discover is just reveal until you see another one. And yeah, we basically cascade into all of our hasty dudes, as it were, troops, and swing for victory. There are a couple of backup ideas as well. I was going to stick in a Pandemonium or perhaps two. Just to see how it goes. And then Terror of the Peaks as well. maybe just as a one-off, as a sort of backup. Yeah, I mean these 7 are kind of like the payoff things. Essentially, if we have them on the battlefield and suddenly big things come into play, it's like, I can deal 6 off for 3 mana, and also I've got a lightning bolt as well. So those are the real ones to come to mind straight away. We need, yeah, so I need cards that are CMC3 or greater than CMC3 essentially, but can be cast for quite cheap. So things I'm thinking of are Beanstalk Giant, for example, which is ramp. There is ramp available here. Not much ramp, but there is some ramp. So yeah, Fertile Footsteps. I get, it's like 2 in green, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. So I might stick a couple of those in for ramping, just to see how that goes. There's also like the Greater Tanuki, which is 2 in green, discard it to search your library for a basic land card, onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. I could put traps into play. Traps would be useful. There's also a whole bunch of dinosaur. There's a whole bunch of like 3 mana big stuff, which does also work. Steel Leaf Champion, for example, kind of big, kind of decent. So I'm just trying to think what else we can do. Verdant Mastery. Obviously, the deck's going to be ludicrously expensive. It's just, can it survive long enough, I guess, is the question. Stick a couple of those in. What else? Oh yeah, I needed 4 Primal Beyonds. That's right, Primal Beyond. We'll go and test it in the old Goldfish rooms, and then we'll see if there's anybody around that we can direct battle, or we can just leave it for now as a deck I've built and play with it later, sort of thing. So 29, got 6 card slots remaining. Essentially, I'm looking for really, really expensive things that fit in our colours, which with mostly red green. Let's be fair. I mean, there's a little bit of more that we could do here in terms of mana. Probably like just stick some jewel. I mean, I don't even know what mana bases are like in Modern anymore. That's how long it's been. It's been several years now. So streaming, definitely there has been some streaming, but yeah. So there's I mean, Inferno Trap. I can stick 4 Inferno Traps in. They're not great, but they do kind of fit the deck. All right, let's do that. Let's just stick some basics in for now, and suggest lands. Yeah, all right. Screw it. Let's give it a go. How bad could it be? You have red cards. Pitch Fury. Okay, yeah, interesting. That is a good point, actually. I forgot about things that are free. That is an interesting point. Things that can be free. I definitely went for things that could be cheaper, but definitely not things that could be free. Fury is going to give me a lot of things, though, isn't it? Card is thinking. There we go. Come on, Fury. And it's an elemental as well, which is kind of good. Evoke, exile a red card from your hand when it enters the battlefield. 4 damage. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Also works. No, it doesn't quite work with the monstrous vortex, but probably better than Inferno traps. So why don't I have an all-access account? Why can I not do that? Okay, Fury, that one. Oh, is Fury banned? Is Fury banned in modern now? Fury might be banned. Very, very possibly. Or if it isn't, it might be soon. Inferno Trap. What was that Descendants thing? Yeah, I'm just going to put random apostrophes while it says, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No big deal. Descendants Fury. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player. Yeah, that doesn't work with our stuff, does it? No, that's fine. I did wonder. Right, so modern. I don't know if I can actually enter these. That's the question. Can we do modern? I can go into modern open play and I can go create. Oh, there's a beta modern league starring a MH3. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So maybe we can do this. Let's go for a test. Trumpeting Carnosaur probably works pretty well in that. It even discovers. Ooh. Okay. This is a 2-lander, and we've got 2 monstrous vortexes, so I guess we can keep this. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so we play that, reveal ball lightning. That's turn 1. Turn 2 is a forest. Yeah, so we need dual lands in this deck. Turn 3 is that. Turn 4 is. We need to get. It's basically a turn 5 deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Monstrous Vortex happens. We untap, and then we ball lightning. Right. Ball lightning. Always yields. Cast the discovered card. So we cast without paying its mana cost. Cast the discovered cards. Cast without paying its mana cost. Cast. 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 And then we can, if we want to stop the combo, we can just put it into our hand. If we want to be able to do it next time round. If we don't want to, like, you know, completely go crazy. There we go. And attack. I mean, a turn 5 deck is pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good. So, also it's quite cheap. I can't, and I also not much in the way of thinking. So it is an interesting one. I kind of let's have a look at this. Well, I just want to see how many people are actually in this league. DB Rizzy. I don't know if anybody's actually in the league is the problem. I think this might be the official league. I think this is the one that we can actually take part in for the event. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think it depends how many people are actually going to be on. Now the question is, what else is there? Right. I do, while I'm here, I do want to go into the sealed league. I want to do let's have a look at the sealed league. Is this, these are the limited events? So we got sealed, we've got draft, organize in Discord. People are already doing these. I'm kind of intrigued. I do want to do. I haven't drafted in a lot. I haven't actually drafted in a long time. Maybe it's draft. All right. Cards in this event will be locked while you're in this event. All right, fine. There are 7 of 8 players in the queue. Okay. I'm apparently drafting with LSV, so that is going to go really well for me. We've got a couple of hours. I'm sure we'll be fine. So yeah, the modern deck is because I am probably, well, I know I'm definitely, I'm taking part in the there's a modern event happening in July, and it's a streaming event for like 64 players from the content community creatory thing, which is going to be pretty good. I could play a really awesome deck, or I could just probably play a meme deck, and you know what I'm like, so I'm probably just going to end up playing the meme deck. I'm just reading up chat now. I didn't think you live streamed. Audio is fine, video is 1 FPS at the time. I do occasionally live stream. I used to live stream a lot. I used to be on Twitch quite a lot. To be honest, I might go back to Twitch at some point soon, especially if I'm going to be doing more of these events. Mostly just for the discoverability. YouTube is fine, and most of my people are on YouTube already, but yeah, Twitch kind of has got the infrastructure built in for people to sort of come and just do a bit more discovery, whereas YouTube, I tend to get a couple of people coming in. The biggest thing I actually got was the streaming event when I did the presentation, the rules iceberg. Just the number of views I had on that was absolutely insane. Where on a live stream like this, people tend to not come and view on the YouTube. But if it's if it's something kind of unique and interesting, then and it's not gameplay related, then people tend to they tend to give it a miss on YouTube. But yeah, I just need to get back into it. It's been heck of a long time, and I mean, to be honest, I need to start getting back into making videos because it is a little bit disappointing. My last video was, I think, 85 days ago now. Probably my last Magic video was over 100 days ago. And there's a good reason for that, obviously. Because of the Khan mask, which the Khan costume, sorry, which is definitely making progress. So I'm pretty happy with it. How do I zoom these? This is a draft for ants. Okay. Primal Prayers. I don't really want that. Disciple of Freyles. Sacrifice creature. It's a land, so it's fixing. Sylvan Safekeeper. Sylvan Safekeeper seems pretty good. How do I don't know how I make these bigger, unfortunately. I'm afraid. Card size. There we go. All the big. I mean, Primal Praise is pretty damn good. Enter the battlefield, you get 2 energy. You may cast creature spells with mana value 3 or less by paying energy rather than paying their mana costs. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think I'll keep that one. Sylvan Keeper is okay, yeah. Estrids, don't care so much. Okay, so if we're going for an energy build, Bespoke Battle Wagon exists. I don't know if energy is an archetype in this. I feel like it probably is. I'm not sure what colours energy is in. Bespoke Battle Wagon is kind of nuts though for generating energy and using energy as well. That is just pretty nuts. I mean, we've got Wastegate Battle Mage. Too many words. God, there's so many words here. Modify creature control have trample. I'm coming back to the battle wagon. I know we shouldn't like be locked in on a strategy, but feels decent. There might be an energy build. Not in 3 colours though, Max. That feels a bit ambitious. Auto selecting. Energy is Jeskai. Interesting. Even in red? What's Jeskai colours? That's got white in it as well. It might be all over the place because we've got green, red, blue, and white. It might just be everything. Hex Gold Slith, get 2 energy, gets first strike when it deals combat damage to the player, +1/+1 counter on it. That's really good. Cranial Ram, classic. Unstable Amulet. I don't know what I want. Creatures are usually good. Why? I was gonna say it wanted me to auto choose the Tusker. I don't really want to do that. I want to go with this Slith for now. I'm not 100%. I'm not happy about it, but it's fine. Why is it auto picking cards for me? How do I not do that? I've got stuff, but it's not bad. Inventor's Axe. It's a 4th colour for me to be in, which seems bad. Removal is usually good. Again, another 4th colour for me to be in. I might go tune the narrative. I think that's fine. It's fine for now. We'll see how bad I am at drafting here. Exile up to 2 target artifacts or enchantments. That's very, very expensive. Evolution Witness. Whenever counters are put on, do a thing. Choose target creature with mana value 3 or less. If this spell was kicked instead... Well, you've got to remember that we have a battle wagon as well. The gargoyle is there, whatever. Evolution Witness feels like is an interesting one. Ritual Battles actually is probably best because it's a land on the other side as well, I believe. Come on. Why is it not showing me the window? I need a preview window. Cast with mana value 3 or less. So the Eldrazi Repurposer, for example, would work with that. Always nice to have creatures. Okay, we're kind of bluey, kind of greeny, kind of energy. I can see it working. I've done zero research on drafting, but that is fine. Foul Strike. Destroy target creature flying. I don't care too much about that. Sink to Super, don't care. Wormcore Lava, interesting, but don't really care. Expel the Unworthy. Expel the Unworthy is at least removal. Smelted Charge Bug is an energy thing. Separate colour. I might go Expel the Unworthy for now. Ah, no, you know what? Creatures are good. Creatures are good. Meltdown. There. Again, yeah, there we go. Choose an artifact and creature card. Then you pay. You get 2 energy. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I'm pretty sure this interface has changed since the last time I drafted as well. I need the cards to be at least 3 times the size. None of these are massively good for me. Seething Landscape is there. Mandibular Height. I mean, sort of. I guess I'll take it. I don't really care too much. The Estrus Invocation is still there. Yes, of course. Sure. Fine. Unstable Amulets are still in. That's interesting. I'm actually going to take the Phyrexian Fireworks here. That ability with our deck kind of works pretty well. Take some cards, take some cards, take some cards. All right. I have no clue if this deck is going to work. Again, I've been forced into taking energy cards by my first card because I saw this in the thing and I was like, my god, that is a card. It's not, it's not a perfect card, but it's still pretty darned good. Okay, Eldrazi Linebreaker. At the beginning of combat on your turn, X is the number of Eldrazi you control. That's pretty decent. Hexproof from each colour, Annihilator 2, Breaker of Creation. Gain a life for each colourless person. I mean, that's just big and dumb. I kind of like that. Glimpse the Impossible. Eldrazi. One Power Stone is a bit rubbish. Static Prison. Hopefully would wheel. Maybe work, maybe not. I mean, the Elk kind of is good. Kinda. I think I'm going to take the Linebreaker. I'm going to take the Linebreaker. I'm pretty sure we have some Eldrazi in the deck. I think it's just you're almost certainly going to have Eldrazi in the deck. Another Ironworks is pretty good. The Galvanic Discharge. No, that's it. Target creature, Planeswalker, energy. That's removal. Removal is good. We take removal. Volatile Storm Drake enters the battlefield. Exchange control of it and a target creature your opponent controls. If you do, you get 4 energy, then sacrifice that creature unless you pay an amount of blue equal to its energy equal to its mana value. Hexproof from activated and triggered abilities. So that's basically a removal spell, except that you're giving them a 3/2 hexproofy Drake. It's kind of bad. I might go with the Riddlegate Gargoyle here. Just because. Just because. I mean, that it just feels bad to me, that card. A Kappa Cannoneer. It's okay. It's not ideal. I think I'm going to go for the Static Prison here. I think we can definitely pay the energy costs. I say definitely. We can hopefully pay the energy costs ongoing. Got to remember that we have the Primal Prayers. That is a thing that we can do. Might be an axe. It might be an axe. Another axe. Just get all the axes. Oh. Whew. 4 colours. Can we play 4 colours in this deck? It's probably the Conduit Goblin, to be brutally honest. It's so tempting to go Breya. Breya, unfortunately, I can't get down with the Primal Prayers, but there's definitely a chance here that we can just snowball into doing multiple things. That generates energy. That, I mean, like I should be able to do Cyclops in, you know, draw it instantly, cast it for you know, for energy, for example. Let's go Scurry of Gremlins here. I don't know if I want to do 2 Scurry of Gremlins. That feels a bit much. Well, I'll take it anyway. Glimpse the Impossible. No, we'll go Slith. We're sort of doing a thing. I don't know if it's a good thing. It's sort of working. There's a lot of cards I want to play. I think we just need more energy payoffs. I don't know how many energy payoffs there are. Generic decent stuff deck. I guess we could overwhelm them with energy value. Proliferate will be pretty decent. I suppose it's not fast enough. Alright, dog. You're good. We're not playing you, but you're okay. After all this, the Primal Prayers definitely still works in this deck. The Spoke Battle Wagon, I guess, is mildly interesting. I'll take a Bountiful Landscape. I'll take a Lion Umbra. And a Vexing Bauble. Okay. Alright. Come on, 3rd pack. Don't really want to be in 4 colours, if I can at all help it. Strix Serenade. Counter target artifact, creature, or planeswalker spell. Controller creates 2/2 bird creature token with flying. Given the absolute nonsense in this set, I'm gonna go with that. Amped Raptor. When it enters the battlefield, get 2 energy. Then if you cast it from your hand... Okay. That's kind of a payoff. That's a really good payoff, actually. I shall select it. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast it without paying its mana cost of the 2. That's not going to happen. I think we're about 30 seconds behind because you're just seeing the Raptor. The Raptor is good. We can make the Raptor work. We will definitely have enough energy, put it that way. Roshin Roaring Prophet. That trips off the tongue very pleasantly. I think we're in white. I think we're in white. I think we're more in white than we are in blue. Weirdly enough. I know we have a yeah. Are we in white more than we're in blue? I think we might be, and I think that makes Solstice Zealot actually really decent. I think we're in red, white, green. And if we're in red, white, green, then that does make allies a little bit. See, the trouble is then you start getting things like the Cyclops superconductor, which does work, but and then the two Tempest Harvesters, where you get to pay and draw cards. So I don't really want to be 4-color. That would be bad. Is it just Unicorn here? Technically as well, I guess with the Primal Prayers, we don't actually need to be too... we'll go for it, fine. We can just pay energy for stuff, but... Polluted Delta. That is a permanent. That is a permanent. Rush of Inspiration. What is the land side of that? Ah, it's a dual land. Okay. Alright, we take those. We do take those. Anything here? Horrific assault? I don't even know if I want to do any of these. Utter insignificant? No, I'm going to go horrific assault. It's removal, technically. Nesting grounds is in this format? Jeez. Okay. A +1/+1 counter, a reach counter, and a death touch counter on target creature. Untap it. That is great. I love that. I'm not sure it's good, but I like it. Mob, sure. Looks like you can go quite greedy with colours because there's so many of the common fetch lands. Okay. I could well believe that. I mean, we are going to be insanely greedy at this point. Choose target spell, flip a coin. If you win the flip, gain control of that spell. If you lose the flip, counter it. That's just really good. That's actually pretty decent. Sure. I'm not playing this. I'm not playing that. Might play that. And Essence Reliquary. Okay, we have a deck. I do not know what we're playing. Apart from energy. We're playing some energy. There we go. I was just like, is the microphone working? Yeah, the microphone's working. There we go. Deck is thinking. Right. So... game is... client is struggle. Resume, please. There we go. Make the cards big. Right, so I we obviously can't do all of these. Let's get rid of the cards I'm definitely not playing. There. Probably the Kite. Sage of the Unknowable. Why? Let me turn the window on. It's... I used to be able to right click and left click and it would be able to tell me what the card was, but apparently that doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Jolted Awake, that's at least energy. Static Prison, energy. Strict Serenade. I think that's a bit greedy. I'm going to stick it in the sideboard for now. Tune the Narrative. Probably greedy, just being absolutely, being mono blue. That allows us to search for, at least it is basically an island, right? So we need to go down. Let me take the lands out for now. We need to go down to about what, 20, 23? We need to cut 11. Estra's Invocation, just no. Just no. That's at least a land. I'm happy to just run that as is. The Fangs of Colonia, I think, no. We're not doing modified stuff. Sage of the Unknowable, I can just go, don't care. We're not doing modified. Galvanic Discharge, we definitely want to keep. Axe. I think I keep the Axe. We've got 12 creatures. I think we're going to leave that number. I do like this, the Line Breaker. I don't know how well it's going to work. I think we probably lose this. I think we lose the Inverted Polarity, despite how interesting that actually is. I think we just lose that. Again, I don't know if we need quite this many of scurries. We don't have masses of token generation, I think, is my main issue. I don't. The trouble with this is having 2 of these actually goes pretty damn hard. Like, that's 2/3 of a 3/3 every attack step. I think we get rid of the Mog. That's just land. That's a decent dual land. The Battle Wagon kind of works. I might go to... I don't really want to go down a Slith, though. I might go down the Gargoyle. I think that's a little bit indulgent. 26. I kind of want 50. Well, we might be able to go a little bit greedy just on the fact that we do have a land here and a land here. Not great. I'm going to take Gift of the Viper out. Probably go down to 1 axe. All right, 16 we can live with. Let's put the lands back in. Put that land in. And suggest land? Add basic lands, okay. Suggest lands. 6, 2, 3, and 4. I am a bit confused by those totals, but that's probably about right. Okay. God knows how this is going to work. Let's see. Save and continue. League matches now start upon pairing. There is no longer a confirmation to join. Okay. You've been paired. Let's see who we're paired against. We're against Fire Shoes. I know Fire Shoes. Would you like to play first? I would love to play first. Okay, so this works. We keep this. we have one creature. Oh, colorless is going to be interesting. Oh, I suppose we've got the Bountiful Landscape actually. That actually works quite nicely. We also have quite a lot of colors. Let's go planes to start. We have chat. Where's my chat window? Show chat. Go have fun. Yay! I said hello. Oh, you can't see it because my face is in the way. But I'm saying good luck, have fun to my opponent, as everyone should do. I might cycle this Jolted Awake just to draw some cards. Shoes is paying for a Malevolent Rumble. Reveal the top 4 cards. We get an Eldrazi Ravager, a Breaker of Creation. Yikes. Utter Insignificance. Yeah, gonna pick one of those. Pick a permanent card and the rest go into the graveyard. And get an Eldrazi Spawn. Interesting. Okay. Gets the Eldrazi Spawn. Excellent. All right. I'll skip the Jolted Awake for now. We might be able to use that later. Go back for the Bountiful Landscape, and we will get down the thing that probably is the only colorless creature card in our deck that we need this for. We get the Eldrazi Linebreaker. Ooh, it gets haste. We will always yield. Yeah, okay, swing. Wow, get some damage. Let's go. Stompy boy. That is quite a card. Also, I suppose it's not Eldrazi we're making next turn, but even still, gonna have a bunch of energy. Probably should have added some wastes actually. 4 damage to any creature. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I don't actually mind. We can now Jolted Awake that. Getting all the colours. Let's go Scurry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scurry. Yield. Get 2 gremlins, get 2 energy. We're good. Jolted is mad. Priest of Titania. Okay, Cyclops Superconductor. We're gonna carry on our greed by casting Jolted Awake, paying white. I will pay 3 energy, and we get an Eldrazi Linebreaker. Pretty good. Yeah, attack with everything. Might as well. Go damage. I'm leaving up the Bridgeworks battle just in case I have to pump the Eldrazi Linebreaker. The Cyclops can come down next turn though. Also, I guess I can sacrifice this now as well, which I will do at the end of their turn just in case. It's 5 mana, 6 mana. No, wait. Exile target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Devourer of Destiny. All right, that is. Oh, scurry gremlins. Okay, that's fine. That is pretty bad for us, I will say. Sure. I don't know what we do about that. Apparently, we draw more lands, so you know, good for me, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Get some energy. When it dies, I can pay 3, deals damage equal to its power to any target. I can have that fight the Devourer of Destiny and kill the Devourer of Destiny. I might actually do that. This is going to fight the Devourer of Destiny. I'm doing it pre-combat so I can... yeah, this might be a bit wasteful actually, but... yes. Deal damage. This target. Kill it. It's big. I need it to die. Yeah, my line breaker. Good. Go. Swing with everything. I'm down to 1 card in hand, and it's a forest. They are down to 4, however. That is quite a low life total. Can I close it out? Trample is good though. This trample on here is surprisingly decent. I think if they did they take the big thing? Non-creature, non-land permanent opponent controls a mana value less than 4. That is not a thing that I have. To say, thank goodness for that. It's not a thing that I own. All right, untap. God's sake. Ah. Does any of these? I've got cycling. Oh no! I mean, I can attack. It dies. Unfortunately, I can swing. They'll probably just block, and then we're left with 1 creature on the battlefield. So, I'm debating swinging. That's really the question. Is like, do you swing here? The Eldrazi Linebreaker dies. The Thief of Existence dies. It probably makes the most sense to swing. I don't really have much in the way of high-powered stuff. Is the problem? I'm not coming back from this. Is my big issue. So I've got to. I think I've got to keep the pressure on, and it has to be the line breaker, obviously. So we'll see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gonna need the mana for next turn, apparently. I am going to just sacrifice this now so I keep not forgetting. That can go get a mountain and pass the turn. Two life. Got him down to 2. Can we get a Galvanic Blast? Does Galvanic work against face? There's the Breaker of Creation. 1 life for each colorless permanent you control. Oh man. Yeah, I think that kills us. I don't believe we come back from this. Yeah. Yeah. I can't come back for that. Yikes! Gotten down to 4. I can't beat that. Cannot beat that. Okay, that was nearly very good. That was really nearly very good. I'm very tempted to put the invert polarity in now. The scurry of gremlins. Oh, I don't know about that anymore. Also, the riddle gargoyle. Like, I took it out and I was a bit poo-pooey about it, but I don't know. I don't know. I might take this out for the gargoyle. What's an essence reliquary? Why is that in my deck? Oh my god, Max. what am I doing? What am I doing? That's fine. I'm sure it's fine. All right, I'm going to put invert in, and the only other things I think I care about. Static prison doesn't work necessarily on what I want to do. Gift of the Viper is good against big stuff, so I might go down a Smelted Charge Bug for a Gift of the Viper. I think that's how we're going to roll it up. Cannot believe I did it. I've put in a stupid card. No, I can't believe it. I'm stupid. Good. All right. That is not the best of hands, but we do have a Slith. Conditional first strike is actually pretty good. And we're hopefully just going to draw into some islands, so... Lens. Mountain. Okay. Should go mountain. Yeah, this does feel pretty decent, actually. Especially early. If we can give it haste. Just the constant threat of first strike is nice. Ooh, we got into to discharge. Okay. That sucks, but okay. It's a very good card. Ooh, hello Raptor. I will absolutely do that. Yeah. Always yield to my Raptor. Would you like to cast a Scurry of Gremlins? I do have 4 energy. Yeah. Okay. that was pretty good. That was pretty good. A free 4 mana enchantment I will absolutely take. Eldrazi Repurposer. Yep, that is pretty good. I have a forest, please. Okay, fine. I'll take an island, I guess. Bespoke Battle Wagon is interesting. Cyclops Superconductor is also interesting. It's really like the Bespoke Battle Wagon is actually super interesting just because of the tapping. I can tap down the Repurposer and then start getting in with my gremlins, which I might start doing now. Yeah, the alternative is that we actually just draw a card. So it's whether I want to start getting damage in. I think I want to get damage in. Let's go for it. Four damage. Not bad. You don't need many combat steps to get there. So, another malevolent rumble. Revealing Urza's Cave, land, utter insignificance. Okay, yep, that's fair. Gets another Eldrazi spawn, another land. This is a lot of ramping. It's a terrifying amount of ramping. Devoid Flames killed and exiled my raptor. Yep, that sucked. Ooh, an invert polarity. I cannot, unfortunately, cast that just yet, but get some energy. And pass the turn, I think. Not ideal. Not ideal, but we do get to... The Bespoke Battle Wagon is pretty decent. In that we can pay energy for it to become crewed. We can also crew it. Crewing is instant speed, right? Yeah. There's an evolution witness. Yeah, I want to invert polarity on one of the big things. That's going to be the way I can win this. It has, unfortunately, like, there's not... Oh my god. Target permanent from... Oh, permanent card is okay. That's lands. Pretty good, though. Pretty good. Alright. Gotta remember, end step. Battle Wagon happens. Alright. We're gonna get energy. More energy is good. Another Slith. Ideally, I'd like some cards, but... I think I'll go Mountain. I really want to be casting this Repurposer. Unfortunately, I do not have the bits needed for it. Gain haste until end of turn. It's so tempting, but these are too big. These are too big. We can now double pay for Scurry though, so we can actually get some really decent trades out of these. So I think we just pass. I might draw a card. Don't really want to be bogged down quite this much, but I think I need to draw the cards here. Just hope that the massive thing doesn't come down just yet. Exile target permanent. Which permanent are we targeting? Scurry of Gremlins. I don't think that's as good as you think it is, but yeah, that's fine. I can't really do much about it, so yeah, big Eldrazi and ramp is kind of difficult for me to deal with. Although that has reduced my ability to win out of nowhere, shall we say. That is a Galvanic Discharge. That's pretty darned good. I will take one of those. The island actually means that we have the invert polarity up and running. We still can't do anything about these though. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think we're passing. I think we're passing. It's a very boring turn again, but the invert polarity is basically kind of the way that we win this. We kind of need them to we need them to tap out. 4 damage. There's not a lot I can do about that, is there? Yep. It's a second fanged flames. Where are these cards? Priest, sure, yeah, alright. End of turn. Alright. I am going to get some energy again. It's fine. Sort of just sitting here looking at each other until somebody blinks at this point. So, you know, let's see who blinks first. I'm quite happy to sit here gaining energy until Fire Shoes plays a massive Eldrazi, which I steal. So let's go. Here we go. It's time to invert polarity, probably. Yeah. Right, please. Please. Please win this. Please. I want to choose heads. Yes! Oh, that is hilarious. Please. Manifest 2 cards from your hand. I will happily manifest these 2 cards that are doing absolutely nothing in my hand. I get this, right? Yes. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, that's hilarious. I love that. Oh, that is a big old stumpy dude. Oh, that's hilarious. Right, yeah, good. End step. Probably time to be blasting. Anyway, I started blasting. 6 blasting damage. And draw some cards, probably? Maybe? Yeah, probably draw some cards. Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Good. So we're going to go Phyrexian Ironworks. 1, 2, probably 3. And let's do some swinging. Uh, 9? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then how do I tap? Ooh, yeah, let that resolve. And then tap down the evolution witness. There we go. Nearly screwed up, but not anymore. Yeah, gonna take 10. I'm not gonna play that. I don't need to. Not going to need to. I think we might have done it. Although this is a lot of mana. A lot of mana. That is a Breaker of Creation. Okay, hexproof each color, annihilated 2. Okay, that's fine. I'm actually I'm actually okay with that. Mostly because, oh no, because it's hexproof from each colour. I'm just going to take that, that's fine. That's like 4 damage. Ow! So, interesting. 13 life. I probably just swing with my manifests. Yeah, I think I swing with my manifests here. I get my Phyrexian Ironworks trigger. It's still a lot of damage. Still a lot of damage. But yeah, that is a pretty good indicative turn 1 pick. Yeah, let's go for the let's go for the killing blow. Get the flyer. Get the energy. Tap down the biggest thing on their turn, and well, not the biggest thing, but one of the biggest things. Have more creatures than the other person is the way to win this game. Thought Not Seer. Hey, I hate that card. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers, 8 attackers. Oh. That is a warped Tusker with reach. Oh, okay, that's fine. I can tap that down. That's not a problem. Right, so pay to tap down the warped Tusker, and then on my turn I get to untap, and I can pay to tap down the Thought Not Seer, I guess. Any of these, probably fine. Should be enough. If I just swing out with everything. Combat is maths is for blockers, I believe is the phrase. Place your triggered abilities on the stack. That one goes for, oh, it doesn't really matter. I won't have enough energy. I just need to get three damage through. So surely this is fine. Surely this is enough. And die? Please? There's no life link. Whew. Yikes. Jesus. Alright, well. That was a thing. We've got not much time left, I don't think. Is there... Huh. I don't know necessarily if I've got any decent ways of dealing with some of these things. I might have to go strict Serenade, actually. Yeah. It might have to be to deal with some of these big ones, is just counter them. I thought I wouldn't have the ability to do it, but yeah. All right. Let's hope to get, you know, counter spells. Let's hope for countering. Oh, we've got Primal Prayers and Double Ironworks. Double Ironworks, no creatures. Feels like a trap. Feels like a trap. Feels like a mulligan. Got 9 minutes and 40 seconds to win the game. That is less good as well. I might keep that because we got two. I've got one play, and that's Strict Serenade. We're so close to. No, we're not even that close. No, it's got to be a mulligan. Okay, we keep that because this has got like a billion lands. So that's fine. 2 cards on the bottom. Get a forest to the bottom and prison, I guess. Done. Yeah, that's fine. It's not ideal. It's not a great feeling to go to 5, but oh look what's in the hand. It's a Devourer of Destiny. Exiling Thought Not Seer, Warp Tusker and Island. Jeez. What was the what was the thing they got rid of? Alright, we are going to play the Crackling Falls. Tapped. If there's no possible play, we will yield all. It's a Titania Priest. Very tempted to get rid of that just because of the implication, but we shall leave it alive for now. Should have put wastes in. This Eldrazi Linebreaker is killing me. Yep. 4 cards enter, 1 card leaves. I may, after this game, actually drop for the rest of the stream, just because, honestly, I doubt I'm going to get many more games in for the rest of the league. Probably shouldn't have started a league in that case, but you know, I think there's a way of dropping from a league, so we'll see how it goes. Urza's Incubator. How? Yeah, Eldrazi, I bet. Yeah. That is insane. Okay, Battle Wagon is fine-ish. Still not doing much of anything, but I'm slightly terrified because I think they're a land away from the big old thing that we saw at the start of the game. I don't really have an out to that. To a 6/6. So, yeah. Oh, Priest's getting in. Okay, so he's baiting it out, basically. That's fine. That's fine. I can... Alright. I'll pass. I'm happy to wait. Now that we have a Serenade. I'm happy to take a damage a turn at least, yeah. Especially if I should have really played the Tangle Span last turn. Ah, Scurry of Gremlins. Okay. Alright, play. Would you like to pay 3 life? I would like to pay 3 life. I will absolutely pay 3 life. There we go. Surely that will be the thing that triggers the exile. Surely. Ooh, oh me. Yeah, it's been a long day. These things are always during the week, and I've just been at work all day, so it's already been a long week after that as well. So here it comes. Oh, okay. Sure. Fine. Petrifying Meddler is acceptable. I might just discharge that. Pretty big. I can't really do much about it. There we go. Staying alive, staying alive. I don't really want to play the bespoke battle wagon, unfortunately. Aha, but I will get in for 1 with my token. Via my token. Come on, play the Eldrazi. Eldrazi Ravager. That's pretty big. Still pretty big. Why? Can't deal with it. This is the trouble. I'm having to use my removal on 6/6s. Well, I'd have nothing left to keep it up for now, so that's fine, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a battle wagon. There's the turn. I can't. Yeah, I can't afford it. We're running out of time. Down to 6 minutes left on the clock. Here come the birds. Yep. That's fine. We take 2 down to 13. Eldrazi Repurposer. Fine. Fine. Is acceptable. What's this going to be? There's the Devourer of Destiny. Alright. Target what? Alright. I guess we're getting energy. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. I would have liked to have... Well... I could have countered it. Yeah, this... GG's. Can't. There's nothing I can do about that. That was pretty fun. Good thing. So, we are going to drop from the league. Drop. Because I need to go to sleep. I have had a blast. Thank you for being here. If you're still here, I cannot tell if anyone is currently viewing. If you are, well, you just know that I love you. I'll see you next